live stream as well, and I loved it. So we're going to go ahead and continue with it. I'm using this lighter shade first, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. And I'm going to keep building this up until like I have like a pretty nice light lid with this. It's like almost like a dusty rose kind of color. And I'm just applying this with my finger because I find that like I'm able to get more on when I really want an opaque finish for my eyeshadow. I feel like using my finger works so much better. So like look at that difference already. I can really pack it on there. And then I'll go in with another brush to like just sort of feather it out a little bit more. But when I really want to get some like a good amount of product on there, making sure that I prime, making sure that I have some sort of concealer base if I'm not using a primer, and then I'm using my finger to like pack on that color so it's more prominent. And right now I know it looks kind of crazy, but trust me guys, we're gonna get there. It's all about building up and taking these small little steps to get these really fun looks. It's all in the details. That's why whenever I go big with my eyeshadow, I keep everything else simple. And so I don't do anything crazy to the rest of my face because I was spending so much time on my eyes already. Whenever we're doing like a big glamorous like celebrity style eyeshadow look, you're always going to make sure to take your time with it. Set aside time to do, the small little details to get it to where you want it to be. I'm also a type of a perfectionist, so I will always keep going in to try to get to the place I want it and fixing any little piece that I feel like I see is off. And blending is so key when you do eyeshadow. Blend, 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 blend as much as you can. You don't want any streakiness, you don't want any lines, etc. Okay, I'm going to go in with a brush now and try to get like that inner corner and blend out the edges of this. Like I said, blending is key. I'm just going to go ahead like that. And blend out the edges now. But yeah, I love this palette, so I cannot wait to try out Vapour's other eyeshadow palettes. It's my first time trying them, and like the eyeshadows, well, I tried it yesterday for the first time, and I'm using it again today, and I'm absolutely loving it because the shadows are like super buttery soft. They feel like just silky powder on the lids, not dry, not rough at all. And it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. Like it doesn't feel like my lids are like being caked on. And the color still is pretty nice and pretty opaque for my skin tone. Okay, I think I've gotten it to where I want it to be. Um, just blending that out. Then I'm going to take a different brush. And if you were here yesterday, it's kind of similar to, I'm kind of doing a similar style, but I'm taking this darker shade right here and applying that to the crease of my lids. And this is like, I'm trusting my bones. I'm following my brow bone and just mimicking that shape and whipping it out just like that. Okay? Again, doing the same thing again, just to darken that up and then whipping it out. Already you can see that we're getting like some sort of dramatic eye. Following my bone and then whipping it out. Following my bone and then whipping it out. See already it's starting to take shape and I'm loving it. Okay, so I'm going to blend this in some more. Okay. Wonderful. Try to check for evenness. Try to blend it out. And I'm going to go in with that other color again, the light color again. I'm going to apply that to the high points of my brow bone, which is right underneath the eyes. And again over here as well. And then that's going to just soften the edge of that darker shadow that we had applied so that it's not a super, super stark line. And there we go. We are on our way. So darken that a little bit more. And I want a little bit more warmth here. So after I finish applying this color, I am actually going to take bronzer that I have and make that crease a little warmer. This is also, I believe you can also find this here on, I actually don't know where I put it. But I believe you can also find it here on Verishop. It's called Kosas. It's a bronzer, which I cannot find at the moment. So I'm actually about to use some blush, which is kind of similar to my bronzer. But I highly recommend that as well. That's not on today's thing either. But if you did want to get warmer, and there's always different ways. Makeup can be repurposed in so many different ways. You can always use a bronzer. You can always use a blush. Or if you have like a sculpting stick like this, which you can